Hello, everybody. All right, let's check out the beach. We haven't been doing any videos in a while. You can hear my voice is off a little bit. I had a cold.
Home point updated.
I've always also had this problem with my throat, which is super rare. I've never really discussed it because, but it's not a it's called a laryngocele. 1 in 2.5 million people have it. Imagine that, 1 in 2.5 million, and I got it. So I'm on amoxicillin 3 times a day, 500 milligrams to control it. Fun stuff, right? But it's controlled. Let's see where we are. Hold on, where are we? All right, so here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. So here's the new construction. We'll get to this side of that's the new bathrooms going in. Also, I figure as you're watching this, right, I'll tell you a little bit about our Marine Explorers camp we're going to be running. I guess I'm not doing anything today because it's just too damn cold. I probably took the week off, but there's one pole in, one pier in there. That's the driller right there. And then that thing, the pile driver, drives in the poles there. So, what are we doing? So we're going to be running last year we wanted to do it, but we couldn't because the state had access to the ocean blocked from 7:30 in the morning to 12 o'clock on basically no notice. Anyway, but at least they're not doing that this year. So we'll be able to run our summer camp morning. We're just going to run it for 3 weeks. We're going to run June 22nd that week. So the camp is like Monday through Friday, but Monday through Thursday is campers, of course, only. Then Friday is an open dolphin trip where there'll be other families on, or you can bring your friends on, whatever. But the camper gets a free ticket for their guardian. So then they can take grandma, mom, whoever, dad, whoever they want to take, whoever's their guardian, out on the ocean and show them what they've learned in 4 days. So it's going to be hands-on. The first day we'll probably just stay in the river so they get used to being on a boat. And we'll teach them stuff about the ocean. And it's going to be hands-on. You're going to learn about whales, dolphins, and you're going to see whales and dolphins because we're going to take you out there. And we did this last year for a bunch of other camps. And I've wanted to run my own for just 30, 40 campers at a time. Nothing big. But we have taken out as many as 250 campers at once by taking out 2 boats. So we are experienced with what we're doing. The age range we're going to do is like 6 to 12-year-olds. We think that those are kids that will all get along in a good, it's not too crazy an age range where there's too many older kids and you're like, what am I doing here with these little babies? So that will be good. And then next year, we'll probably expand it to high school students onto the second level where they would be separate from the younger kids and they'll learn how to, I'll teach them how to photograph whales, how to test the water for life. We've got Dr. Brown, who's still with us, Danielle. Or maybe I should just call it Dr. Danielle. I'll have to find out exactly how she wants to be addressed. I don't know if she wants last name, first name, whatever. But anyway, so she's helping to run the program. She'll help write the curriculum, and we will be out there. So this will be something fun, hands-on. I kept the drone. What you're looking at, in case you're just lining on now, is the bathrooms permanent bathrooms at 16th Avenue. As you can see, they're going to move the playground a little bit. There's the first pier being put in there. I guess that's another one. I guess that's the correct height one there. So the bathrooms have to be high enough so if a storm was to come, they don't get wiped out. So they'll probably be like, same thing as the other pavilions, where you're about 4 to 5 feet above boardwalk level. It's like a $2 million project. Town got the money from the state, so it's not costing taxpayers anything. I don't know anything about the 3rd Avenue bathrooms. A lot of rumors. I don't think they're coming back. You guys want 3rd Avenue bathrooms back? I guess you got to make a petition. Start showing up at the town council meetings and make your voices known. But that's all I can tell you for now. So that shows you what's going on there. We're going to run our summer camp the week of the 22nd of June. Then we'll take a week off for July 4th. Then after the July 4th weekend fun, we'll be back to a camp, whatever that week is, the first 2 weeks of July that are after the weekend of the 4th. Because we know nobody's going to book a camp during the week of the 4th. There's too many fun things to do with your kids. Going places and that kind of stuff. Plus, the week of the 4th, we will be doing Sail 250, which is the tall ships are coming, in case you don't know. I haven't talked too much about it, but we totally have plans to do it. We're going to do a couple trips a day, and we'll be able to go up to Sandy Hook and see the tall ships from around the world. We'll be here for the 250th anniversary of the country. The whole country doesn't seem to, if we don't piss off every world country by then, whatever. Let's not talk politics, right? So that will be going on. And then we are going to go to the Macy's fireworks, which I have not watched the new Macy's fireworks since like the 80s from New York. Way back then, my friend had a rooftop place in Staten Island, and it was a great view. We could see the East River and the Hudson River at the same time. We could see the fireworks. I'm thinking this year, and this is just a guess because nothing's been finalized yet, I really think they're going to do the fireworks in the East River. Maybe they're going to do some, of course, in the Hudson River, but the Hudson River is going to have all these military boats from around the world. So maybe they'll do some from there somehow too, but Hudson River is going to be a very crowded place, so I don't think they're going to allow any, boats that aren't involved with the projects in there. But we will be able to go up into the Sandy Hook area. That's where these tall ships are going to be. And when I say tall ships, what am I talking about? I'm talking those beautiful, majestic sailing ships from like the 1800s. So that will be a fun time to go. It's going to be expensive. Start saving your money. This is not some $65, $75, $100 trip. So that's why the boat's up there getting 3 brand new engines. I don't want to have to worry about nothing. New engines, new powertrain, new exhaust, new steering, new, basically it's coming out like a new boat. So That's what we'll be doing. That kind of gives you a good overview. But the Marine Explorer Camp, I think, is going to be really good. We got on a great deal right now. It's $325 for the week. It's 9 a.m. in the morning to 11:30. So it's just 2.5 hours. I don't want to make it longer than that because I want it to be on the ocean and I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be some boring, like you're sitting there. I mean, how long can a kid be on the ocean? I think that's pressing it. So figure like a half hour of instruction before we leave the dock. This is what you're going to learn, blah, blah, blah. And then we go out there and we see some dolphins and whales and we have some fun. And we'll be hiring interns for this summer for that program too, and just for whale watching. So if you have somebody in your family, you know somebody that's into marine biology, tell them to send us an email, bill@jerseyshorewhalewatch.com. And our one of our easier websites to remember is whalewatchnj.com. So that would take you to the page also. All right, so I figured I'd show you. Ocean's pretty calm today. I know you guys have missed me. My voice is starting to come back. In case you tuned in late, there's nothing like taking 500 milligrams of amoxicillin 3 times a day for 10 days. To straighten out my voice. I've got this crazy, it's called laryngoseal. 1 person in 2.5 million people have it, and I'm the lucky guy to have it. So they don't take it out unless they have to. See, if you figure there's 300 million people in the country, there's like 125 people that have what I have. Pretty rare, right? So it blocks your airway when it gets infected. It's kind of like a cyst, a sac, whatever you want to call it, but it's not cancerous. I get checked for that every 2 years now. I've had this for 10 years, but this is the first time it's acted up in 10 years. So that's why my voice sounds a bit off, and that's why I haven't really been doing too many videos. Oh, and if you won the giveaways, we've been doing a lot of giveaways here and also on TikTok underneath my name, Bill McKim. I'll be in touch with you this week. Like we said, trips aren't starting until April. So don't worry, we will get a hold of you. I'm still, whatever. I'm much better. Feeling better. So I figured I'd give you guys a quick cruise along the coastline here. And take it from there. It doesn't look like it's 25 degrees, but it's cold. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, right? So, and then we'll be out doing a lot of different whale watching trips this year. We're going to be doing some 8-hour trips, 12-hour, 18-hour trips. They're going to be expensive because you got to have 2 captains on the boat to do something over, I don't know, whatever the amount of hours is. There's got to be a relief captain. You can't have one guy just running the boat. So we got 2 captains to pay and all that kind of fun stuff. So check us out, JerseyShoreWhaleWatch.com. We do have season passes on sale. If you're renewing yours, shoot me an email this week. Then we're going to open it up to see if there's some new people. We only sell like 10 of them, which sounds like nothing. But you know what? The boat only holds 130 people. So I'm not looking to turn it into some kind of chaos where there's 20 people with passes. So that kind of tells you what's going on. Ocean's low tide, right? Look at that. Where are we at? Am I close to home? I don't even know. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. So think about the Marine Explorer Camp. $325 you can get it for this week. The normal price is going to be $425 starting February 1st. If you need like a payment plan, I understand that. I can help you with something like that too. All right. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be 2.5 hours a day, 4 days of instruction. And then the 5th day is a fun day when you get to come back, go on a dolphin tour with your guardian for free. I'm even going to give you a ticket for your guardian or whoever you want, whoever paid for your trip, whoever paid for the child's trip, or whoever they want to send. I don't care. And we're going to have a couple needs-based trips on that too. So if anybody wants to donate towards a child being able to go who can't afford it, that option will be there. I'll work out those details this week. I know some of you have asked me for stuff like that before, so we are going to do it. So here we're getting back to the house. Whale watching van sitting there in the cold. The boat is in Westchester, where the rich people live. Right next to Scarsdale, they're working on it. New engines, new everything, blah, blah, blah. So please spread the word. Jersey Shore Whale Watch, the boat, Jersey Girl. As I'm talking to you, I got to concentrate, make sure I don't hit any telephone poles, lights, or anything. Here we go. Now you can see the website address really well, hopefully. Right? All right. Bring the drone back. Watch, I'm going to land it. I'm going to land it right on my snow-covered deck. All right. Coming in. Watch, you guys watch me land this thing. Standing in the doorway, as you can probably see. I always like to turn the drone around so that my neighbors don't think like I'm prying into their windows. All right. Straighten down a little bit. Safety off. Current flight only. All right, here we go. Landing. Landing on a snow-covered tabletop. All right, folks, that's it for now. We'll talk to you soon. Whoa, cold.